Thank you very much, Your Eminence, for your intervention. Now, we would like to share with you some video contribution from representatives of other Christian and religious traditions. First, we will hear from Christian representatives who will testify to the importance we all attach to the message contained in the Beatitudes. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. Christian representatives include His Excellency Archbishop Barsamian, His Grace Archbishop Cottrell, and Reverend Dr. Jong Chun Park. We thank each speaker for their important messages. And now we would like to share with you some video contributions from representatives of other religions on the role of religions and interreligious dialogue in shaping a new paradigm of security. We thank for their messages Rabbi Joshua Arens, Dr. Mohammad Samak, Ms. Ella Gandhi, Professor Dr. Gita Dharampal, Dr. Nirja Gupta, Reverend Dr. Yoshinori Shinohara, Ms. Roshani Shenazz, Mr. Rajiv Jayan Shah, and Mr. Kamaljit Singh Aluvalia.
Namaste. I am extremely honored and blessed to be a part of this very critical for our times webinar, hosted and organized by the Dicastery for Promoting Integral Human Development in collaboration with SCRAP, in support of the call for a global ceasefire by the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres, and in response to the third encyclical of His Holiness Pope Francis, Fratelli Tutti, All Brothers, that is subtitled on fraternity and social friendship. I would also like to thank His Eminence Cardinal Peter Turkson, as well as His Eminence Cardinal Miguel Ayuso, and the Pontifical Council for the Interreligious Dialogue for facilitating this session. We have not inherited this planet from our ancestors. We have borrowed it from our future generations. And anything that is borrowed needs to be returned with interest while paying back the principal as is. And here we are, left, right, and center, robbing our present and future generations of their very birthright to a healthy, harmonious, and happy planet. We all bow down to something or someone. The tragedy is when we bow down to destructive forces of PEC, power, ego, and control. This is not happening for the first time, but it is in our hands to make sure that it is happening for the last time in the cycle of human history. My birth religion, Zoroastrianism, stands on the three pillars, which are good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. These three simple, beautiful tenets, which in different words are the true essence of world religions, faiths, and spiritual learning. Yet, it seems most difficult to achieve because we are constantly running after instant gratifications of what is in it for me and crossing the sacred thresholds of self-preservation. My beloved God Master Avatar Meher Baba said in 1942 on the subject of the need for creative leadership, we can never have any vigorous world culture by merely piling together certain isolated elements selected from the present diversity of culture. That way, we shall only succeed in getting a patchwork of little vitality. A hodgepodge of collected ideas can never be a substitute for a direct and fresh perception of the goal. The new world culture will have to emerge from an integral vision of the truth. In order to appreciate truth, approach it through itself, without any game of hide and seek. As world change makers, we have to delete this noise and stop playing hide and seek with the integral truth of life. We must urge our larger family of human siblings to engage in meaningful dialogue and contribute our voices to implement this global ceasefire. We must, through our individual socio-spiritual responsibility, invite all on the influencing hot seat of life to commit to tangible, actionable steps towards general and complete disarmament. that is integral to human development and soul evolution. Also, as the Director of Unity in Diversity World Civil Society and the Golden Door Ambassador for Truth and Integrity, I echo Pope John 23rd, that it is vital that people lay down the weapons of their minds and awaken their heart to find peace, to bring this much needed societal change and concord to the world. We shall then be able to realign our focus and funds from weaponry to the true needs of food, healthcare, education, and a healthy environment of dignified labor. Let us not be just, focus on this webinar and the agenda being so today. It is imperative that more than ever before, now we move towards conscious spiritual leadership that operates from this divine standpoint to create a new paradigm of oneness and secured living through inner disarmament by deleting our disparaging software of hatred, discrimination, and separations, and thus elevate humanity to higher grounds of progress, abundance, and oneness. We as spiritual leaders and influencers, guides, must stand ready to chaperone each one along the way. With every freedom comes greater responsibility, and with every responsibility comes greater accountability for us to rise and show up for this all of life, paving the way for the new humanity. Signing off with a namaste, which means the God within me bows down to the God within you. The consciousness within me bows down to the consciousness within you. Stay blessed. Victory to humanity.
Once again, we would like to sincerely thank each and every one of the speakers. I now wish to pass the floor back to Dr. Pecorario for the conclusion of the event. Thank you very much for the opportunity to assist with moderation.